Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, am I giving away my power? Too often we hand over our strength, surrender our boundaries, and whisper yes when we should be shouting no. And in doing so, we betray ourselves. Today we're diving deep into a question that cuts to the core of your value, your self-respect, your freedom. 7 signs you're giving women too much power. Stoicism. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, not only will you recognize the traps you've fallen into, you'll walk away with real tools to reclaim yourself, restore your center, and stand strong in the face of relationship dynamics that steal your inner agency. If you're ready to stop being manipulated, controlled, or undervalued, this is for you. Sign 1. You wait for her approval. Before you act, when you find yourself pausing every decision, big or small, just to check whether she's okay, whether she'll approve, you've handed over your power. You become a man who lives in the shadows of her wants rather than the light of your own convictions. Stoic philosophy teaches us to distinguish between what is up to us and what is not. Modern Stoicism. Your choices, your values, are yours alone. Imagine this. You've been offered a promotion that demands relocating. You feel it's right. You see the growth. You're ready. But instead of saying yes, or even discussing your own mindset, you're deferring. What will she think? Will she support it? Will she be okay moving? That's you handing a part of your capacity over. Actionable advice. Next time a decision lands at your feet, ask first, is this aligned with my purpose? Then ask, how does this serve us? If your first instinct is what she will say, pause. Check your compass. Emotionally, feel the weight in your chest when you defer. Recognize the subtle shame that creeps in when you shrink your dreams to fit someone else's comfort. If you're tired of feeling small, that's your signal to reclaim your boundary. Because when you act only after seeking her permission, you are saying, you decide what I do. That's not equal. That's not honoring your agency. A Stoic man stands rooted. He doesn't plant himself in someone else's garden and wait for permission to bloom. Sign 2. You change yourself to fit her mood. It's a quiet ritual. You sense her irritation, you feel the tension, you adjust your tone, your plans, your core features, just to make things smoother. And you might think you're being kind, noble even. But what you're doing is relinquishing your essential self to be her peacekeeper. According to Stoic wisdom, true power is found not by bending to external forces, but mastering your internal life. Daily Stoic. If you are constantly molding yourself to her changing world, you're giving her the steering wheel. Here's your emotional drill. Next time you notice her mood shifting, you feel the pull to adapt. Ask yourself, am I staying true to who I am, or am I becoming her echo? If the voice inside you says you should hold your ground, then hold it. Action step. Identify one trait she dislikes or frequently reacts to, and choose not to suppress it this week. Let her respond. Your integrity is far more important than temporary comfort. Emotionally resonate. I know the pull, the fear of conflict, the hope for harmony. You think, if I ease my edge, she'll love me more. But this creates a habit of self-erasure, harmful, unsustainable. One day you'll wake up, and you won't know yourself anymore. And she doesn't want that version of you either. You want you. So stand firm. Don't shrink. Don't mute yourself. The Stoic man doesn't become a puppet to mood. He aligns his stance with reason, with purpose, with his true nature, and if someone cannot meet him there, that is their choice, not his. Sign 3. You prioritize her wants over your values. When you prioritize what she wants over what you value, you're trading long-term self-respect for short-term harmony. That's a dangerous exchange. For men aged 18 to 44 in the US, this strikes hard. Career ambition, self-identity, drive, they matter. But if you keep saying yes to her while saying no to your own code, you'll wake up drained, resentful, hollow. Stoics tell us to live according to virtue, wisdom, justice, temperance, courage. Medium. If one of your core values is ambition, growth, self-authenticity, yet you're shelving it because she needs me here, or that makes her uncomfortable, you've handed your power to her. Imagery. You're in the gym, you're rebuilding your body, your mind, she wants you at home, wants you available lots of time. You acquiesce, you skip reps, then you forget the roar of progress in your veins. That roar was yours. Actionable. List your top 5 values. Then list the last 5 things you did for her that contradicted those values. Own it. Make a correction plan. Next time a value collides with a request, speak your truth. This is important to me. Can we find a way that honors both of us? Emotionally, feel the ache in your chest when you postpone yourself. That's shame creeping in. That's the moment you're letting her define your life. The Stoic heart refuses that. Your values define you, not her whims, not her comfort zones. You choose your path, even if she walks alongside you. Because you're not following, you're leading yourself. Sign 4. You accept her ultimatums. Without a backstop, ultimatums sting. If you loved me, you'd do this. If you don't meet this, we're done. If you swallow those without saying let's talk, or I need clarity, you've given her emotional leverage over your decisions. You've outsourced your inner authority. Stoic insight. You control your judgments, your desires, your responses. You do not control someone else's reaction or demands. Modern Stoicism. If she issues a threat, a demand, it's your job to choose how you respond, not simply collapse. Action. Next time you feel threatened with do this or else, pause. Ask for specifics. What exactly do you mean by this? What's the time frame? And what happens if I need to meet this differently? Hold the line. Emotionally. Know that ignoring your instinct and saying okay just to avoid conflict is a tiny death of the self. Every yes to an ultimatum chips away your confidence. The Stoic man says, I hear you, but I must weigh this with what I stand for. And if the relationship cannot meet you there, you still keep your dignity. Don't confuse love with compliance. Give to the relationship, but don't allow it to demand your suppression. The power you relinquish through quiet capitulation will echo in years of regret. Stand firm, speak up, preserve the integrity of your soul. Sign 5. You seek her validation. More than your own reflection. When you long for her, you're great, you're amazing, you're my man. More than you seek your own internal nod of approval. There's a shift. Your power moves off-site, from your heart to her words. The Stoics teach, your worth is not in external applause. Modern Stoicism. Visualize. You pull off a professional win, a personal breakthrough. But instead of celebrating privately, you search her face, her tone. Did she notice? Did she appreciate? Did she compliment? If that's your instinct, you're anchored in her mirror. Action. This week identify one meaningful accomplishment, big or small. Don't tell her first. Write it in your private journal. Feel your chest swell. Say internally, I did this. I approve of this. Make that the first source of validation. Then you can choose to share. But you don't depend on her. Emotionally, feel the liberation when your worth isn't weighted on someone else's opinion. Feel the heaviness lift when your value isn't dangling from the thread of someone else's praise. The Stoic man knows his measure. He doesn't quiz someone else to confirm his size. He stands tall and knows he's full grown. Remember, external applause fades. Internal integrity lasts. Don't outsource your affirmation. Reclaim it. Sign 6. You let her define the role you play. Do you feel boxed into the role she assigns? Caretaker, fixer, provider, silent sufferer? If you're constantly molding yourself to her definition of who you are, rather than asserting your definition, you've handed her the director's chair of your life script. Stoic principle: your character, your moral agency, are yours. Choose your role. Don't accept forced casting. Daily Stoic: imagine she wants you always available, always supportive. You comply. You prioritize her agenda, her schedule. Or she wants you to be tough, uninterested emotionally. You comply. You bury your feelings. Over time, the real you dims. The version she asked for glows. Which version is breathing right now? Action. This week, reflect on the role you play in your relationship. Ask, did I choose this role or did I accept it? If you accepted it unconsciously, speak up. I'm more than just your provider. I want to also be your partner in growth. Or, I'm not just your silent rock. I have feelings too. Redraw the boundaries, emotionally. Letting someone else write your role is safe, but it's also limiting. It's silence in exchange for comfort. It's hiding. The Stoic path is not hiding. It's facing, defining, saying, this is my voice. This is my position. This is my identity. And if someone cannot meet the real you, you still meet yourself. You still honor yourself. Don't live as a supporting character in someone else's script when you should be the author of your own story. Sign 7. You fear her departure. More than you respect her participation, you start building your life around the idea that without her you're nothing. You cancel plans, you mute your ambitions, you swallow your desires, all because the fear of her walking away outweighs the respect for yourself. That fear is a power someone else holds over you. That is relinquishment. Stoicism reminds us that we are responsible for our own character and peace, not subsumed in others' presence or absence. Modern Stoicism. Emotionally, imagine looking across the room and measuring your joy not by what you feel but by whether she is smiling. That's dependency masquerading as love. You're building your calm on someone else's presence. Dangerous, fragile, unsteady. Action. Schedule something this week just for you. No concession, no grooming for her. Attend a class, pursue a hobby, make a bold move. Feel the pulse of your independent life. Then tell her about it as an invitation to share, not a submission. When you fear her departure more than you respect her participation in your life, you degrade yourself. You make yourself optional at best. A Stoic man says, I stand with or without you and I choose to stand with you. That's not arrogance. That's dignity. That's power. If she walks away, you still walk upright, self-owned. If she stays with a man who means business. Business with his character, his mission, his truth. That's the energy of real companionship, not possession, not fear. You've seen the 7 silent ways you've been handing away your power, through seeking approval, shifting yourself to moods, prioritizing her wants, accepting ultimatums, appealing for validation, playing a role, fearing departure. Now you've got the map to pull your agency back. The message is simple. You are your own foundation. Stand tall, choose yourself, build yourself, and invite her alongside you, not ahead of you. If this lit a fire in you, subscribe now for more wisdom. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it and comment below your story or insight, because your transformation matters. Let's walk this path together.